Rolling with the triple C, I'ma make them bend the knee. Rolling with the triple C, don't really count the heat.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Bet Like a Goat. I'm your host, Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C. And that's right, guys, I am going to be breaking down 292, that's right, main event, Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling. I'm here with none other than the Hebrew Hammer, Eitan Keegan. He is from Israel. He's one of the chosen people. You know, anyhow, let's break down this fight. What is it that Sean O'Malley actually needs to do to become victorious? Or more likely, what is it that Aljamain Sterling is more likely to take the fight? Guys, there's one thing that people really haven't caught the stats to, including myself. I had 100% defense until I fought Aljamain Sterling. And you know where it's at? It's right here. DC, Romero, myself, and Sarah McMahon, all Olympus have been taken down. You guys know where? Against the cage. Against the cage, we've all had trouble with people to be able to be taken down against the cage, and we've been stuck in these positions. A lot of times, none of us really have been taken down, or at least myself, literally off the open. Everything has been against the cage. So what is it that Aljamain Sterling more likely gonna do? Right here, guys. Let me catch you guys high and dry. Go ahead, go on that side. Referee's gonna say fight. He's gonna come rushing in. Moving. Boom. He's gonna catch those takedowns, pull them off, bring them down, and start looking for any position to pretty much take the back and look for the choke. Guys, this is the plan that Aljamain Sterling is gonna have, and I hope a guy like Sean O'Malley is ready for that pressure right away, because it is a good game plan. You don't let somebody set, and I think there's something that Sean O'Malley is accustomed to Sean O'Malley is accustomed to letting people actually set their feet before he gets going. But when Aljamain Sterling has going for himself, and I've seen it firsthand because I've been in there with him for 25 minutes, and he's gonna go in there, he's gonna push the pace right away. He's gonna get him against that black line, and then that's when he's gonna start doing work. He's literally gonna press him. Ugly striking, unorthodox striking, but he'll find ways to get you near the cage to be able to take you down. Now, what is it that Sean O'Malley more likely is gonna have to do? Sean O'Malley's gonna have to stand his ground. Sean O'Malley's gonna have to stay here. Doesn't matter what is it that Aljamain Sterling's gonna do, he's gonna have to stay center. Front kick. He's gonna have to literally kick his legs, but he's gonna have to be very particular. If I was Sean O'Malley, I would do a lot of things up the middle. Even though more likely Aljamain Sterling's gonna try to catch some of those legs, he's gonna have to keep it in the middle, use the hands, fake the kicks. I would go low, or I would go middle, and then maybe level change, maybe start messing with this guy here. Sean O'Malley's best chances of winning is gonna be in the first, or if it does get past the second round, in the beginning of the first or beginning of the second round. Those first 20 to 30 seconds when he's gonna have to go for broke, because more likely Sean O'Malley, he is a tall bantamweight, and guess what, guys? He does cut a lot of weight too. I mean, you cannot be 5'11", 135 pounds. I mean, you're gonna have a little bit of muscle. You have a little bit of that weight that you're gonna have to get off. So again, guys, more likely what I feel is gonna happen, as I said before, Aljamain Sterling's gonna ride out the way. He's gonna do his thing. But the cool thing about it is, Aljamain doesn't have power. He can hit, but he doesn't have power. And that's one thing that you cannot. That's one thing that's going on your side. So even if you do want to maybe go back, maybe counter him, hurt him, take your chances that way, maybe things up the middle. But because of your length, you have it here. You have front kicks, and then you have boom down the bottom. Because more likely you're gonna be, obviously you're in a southpaw position. So go right-handed. Yeah, you're gonna go lead lane. But the biggest thing for Sean, in order for him to get this victory, is to stand in the center. That's right, be in the center. The moment you start going back, there's a more likely your odds of winning are gonna diminish and completely go down, because he is good off the cage. I mean, you're able to take somebody down. I pride myself on really good defense, but against the cage, it's a different animal. and I've seen that. Like I said before, DC got taken down there against the cage. Myself, and who was the other one, Michael?
Romero.
Yeah, Yoel Romero. I mean, these are 3 guys who have been to several Olympics, and those Olympic silver medalists, a gold medalist, and a 2-time Olympian. I mean, it's doable. With the cage, wrestling does change a bit. So if I had to make my predictions, even though I'm giving you both of you guys that cheat sheet, I gotta go with Aljamain. I do. I think Sean's accustomed to people kind of, and Aljamain's stance is gonna be different. He's gonna be here. It's gonna be, even though he maybe touch him, but who knows if he doesn't show up. I think it could also be a good night for Sean. But if I had to put my money, I gotta go Aljamain Sterling, either by decision, 5 rounds of a boring ass fight, or maybe within the first or second round. I can see Aljamain Sterling submitting Sean O'Malley. So that is your breakdown. You know, you guys make sure to place your bets at BetOnline.ag. And now let's get down to the co-main event. Zhang Weili, that's right, versus Amanda Lemos. Guys, a lot of people are really sleeping on Amanda Lemos. I mean, there's one thing that she does have, and people got to be careful with, is she's got power. She's got that beautiful left hook, right hand. She's got kicks. I mean, this girl's striking, her stand-up is absolutely good. But I do believe, and I will say this, Amanda Lemos has more power in this position than Zhang Weili. But Zhang Weili is a little more versatile. Zhang Weili, there's one thing that I will say, and I won't take credit for this, is giving her the right distance recognition. If you watch her fight against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, great distance, and you saw her fight against Carla Esparza, she was always at the right distance where she knew the opponent was coming, and she was able to either strike or possibly even take him down and use her wrestling. Who is it that I feel that more likely is gonna win this fight? I gotta go with my girl Zhang Weili. I can see Zhang Weili by decision, because I will say this: Amanda Lemos does have jiu-jitsu, and Amanda Lemos does have power, and she does have that threshold to have the ability to go for 5 rounds. So if I had to pick somebody, I'm going with Zhang Weili. I'm going for Zhang Weili by decision, and by decision, all 5 rounds, whatever it may be. But I can see her edging this fight out. I think the biggest thing for a girl like Zhang Weili is her name is Tatiana Suarez, and that's going to be the fight that I really kind of want to see. That's what you want to see. What is it? Could she beat the wrestler? Could the well-rounded mixed martial artist be elite wrestler like Tatiana Suarez? Zhang Weili's got my number. You can come here to fight ready. You're gonna need to come to fight ready. You're gonna need the training partners to fight a girl like that. But either way, to get back to UFC 292, I have Zhang Weili by decision. That's right. Maybe all 5 rounds, whatever that may be, but I got her winning that fight. And now for the guy that I was supposed to fight, Chito Vera versus Pedro Munhoz. Chito Vera is a southpaw. What do you do against a southpaw? You kick the legs. Could a guy like Pedro Munhoz actually stick to a game plan and kick the leg? Pedro Munhoz is right-handed. Did he kick her leg, whether it's inside or outside? But I think the biggest key to victory for a guy like Pedro Munhoz, start the fight right away. Start the fight, because we all know that Chito Vera takes him about 4 rounds to actually get going before he recognizes that he's actually in a fight. But that being said, who is it more likely going to win? I really don't care. Who am I cheering for? I'm actually going for Pedro Munhoz. I really am. I think Chito thinks he's better than what he really is. So for that reason, I really don't care who's going to win this fight. But if I had to pick somebody, I'll probably go Chito. I'll probably go Chito, because I just don't know the game plan that a guy like Pedro Munhoz is going to bring. If Pedro Munhoz starts kicking and he sticks to a good game plan to be able to become disciplined, I think he easily wins a fight. But if he doesn't do that, I can just see Chito just using his hand, using his length, using everything that he has, and keeping this dude at bay. So that is your breakdown. Make sure to place your bets at BetOnline.ag. So closing thoughts for 292. Could Sean O'Malley literally get it done? Could he stay in the center and fight this dude? Could he take that weapon of using the cage but to get takedowns? I just don't think so. I think Aljamain's too experienced. I think he's gone up against the highest levels of competition. If he makes the weight right, you know, it's going to be an easy fight for Aljamain Sterling. So I have Aljamain Sterling either decision or submission within the first 2 rounds. Guys, this whole card from top to bottom, you know, you got the return of Chris Weidman. You got Weili versus Lemos. Whether Sean O'Malley wins, I believe we could make a really good showdown here in Phoenix, Arizona. Because how can you call yourself the absolute best in the world when you're not even the best of your damn city? But then 2, more likely the person that's actually going to win his name is Aljamain Sterling. And I think we could run it back. I think it was a split decision loss after a 3-year layoff. But whether he vacates that bout and I actually fight Rob. Either way, I like my chances. I love my position. So guess what, guys? Triple C has next. So you guys make sure to place your bets at BetOnline.ag. I'm your host, Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C, and I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we are out.